everyone.
Hi, this is Kayla Coglin.
This is Brandy Gonzalez, and we are new at this. This is our first VCast ever. We've never even been in this room before, so we don't have a name for our show, but we're going to come back next week and have a cool name for you guys.
It's gonna be really catchy.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we're really excited about this, and our first topic of discussion will be the Oscars. Kayla's going to talk about the nominees and stuff, and I don't know anything about that, so I'm going to talk about the drama that surrounded it. So
And I only know a little bit about the drama, but I will form an opinion. But
okay.
okay, so I'm really excited about this year's Oscars. I think this is a big. Well, obviously, as we already say, there's a lot of drama going on, but I think this may be a big year for. Obviously, well, let me just get right to it. I think it's going to be a
Yeah.
big year for Leo.
Do you really?
I
Do you
d-
think so?
like let's just get into it. First of all, best pick. Well, I probably the best. Honestly, let me just. I think the coolest part about this year's Oscars is that we have a lot of reoccurring people, stars that we have loved for a very very long time. So like Bridge of Spies, that's one of the nominees for Best Picture. Tom Hanks, you know.
Ooh.
Um,
See, I didn't know that. This is why I have you here, 'cause I don't know what's going on.
I'm a huge movie buff. We have The Martian, Matt Damon. Once again, that's the classic name that you love to hear.
Okay.
And obviously The Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio. Once again, we have.
Did you see that movie?
I did.
How was
I
it?
saw it
'Cause I
twice.
didn't see it. Update me.
Oh,
I know he sleeps in a bear. Does that happen?
He
Or he
doesn't
sleeps in a horse?
He sleeps in a horse. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just like Star Wars. But what was I gonna say? So that those the. So I just listed off some of the Best Picture nominees. Some of our best actresses would be Brie Larson from Room, Charlotte Rampling from 45 Years, Kate Blanchett in Carol, Saoirse Ronan in Brooklyn, and Jennifer Lawrence in Joy.
Joy, I saw that one. Out of all the movies you named, I actually saw Joy, so.
I almost saw Joy. I was in the theaters, and then I get a call. My mom needed me to go babysit immediately.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was like,
oh my gosh.
I almost said no. No, I'm just kidding.
Um,
And then, of course, for Best Actor, we have Eddie Redmayne for Danish Girl, The Danish Girl. Michael Fassbender for Steve Jobs.
Ooh.
Bryan Cranston for Trumbo. And Matt Damon for The Martian.
I love Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad. I finally watched it over winter break, and I'm obsessed with him now, so I hope he does well.
You said, so clearly you have an opinion.
Yeah.
You're basing something.
Yeah. Well, since you were talking about Leo before, I know this is isn't this the first time he was nominated, or he's been nominated before, but he didn't win, right?
Exactly. No, Leo's been Leo. Like I know him on a first name basis. He's been nominated a number of times for different. Just let me think. I think he was nominated for Wolf of Wall Street, Django
Okay.
Unchained, just to name
I know.
two.
Yeah, he's been nominated a lot, but he's never
Yeah.
actually won, right?
Yeah, and it's killing everyone that he hasn't. I honestly, and there's been a lot of news coverage as to what is Leo's personal opinion of this, and everybody always there are memes everywhere. Like
Oh,
Leo's
yeah?
just give me the Oscar, but he seems to actually handle it very gracefully.
Yeah.
And the I think he's also he became an actor. I think to be an actor.
Exactly.
He's not huge into the whole fame thing.
Exactly.
You don't
I think
yeah.
I feel the same way. I think he cares more about his performance and what the audience thought. I don't think he needs an award to
Yeah.
He doesn't need to justify himself. He knows he's good. Everybody else knows he's good. He doesn't need an Oscar to prove that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And also with Leo, because I know he won a SAG award.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So everyone was like, yeah, he won the SAG award, so that means he's gonna win an Oscar, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I kind of don't want him to win, because then the joke is gonna be over that he's
I
never won.
know.
Then he's gonna win. It's gonna
I
be
know.
okay.
I feel like the exact same way. But no, honestly, my want for him to win an Oscar really outweighs the joke for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been holding on to him
I'll
for a
miss
while.
the memes. Well, you know what? There's gonna be a whole new set of memes if he actually does
I'm
win.
sure. Somebody's gonna trip. Somebody's gonna say
Yeah.
something stupid. I'm sure.
Mhm.
And obviously, we already, as we'll be getting to in a while, we already have this big
Yes.
controversy.
When are the Oscars actually? Because I do not know.
Well,
They're soon, right?
Yes, they're very. I can't remember.
Okay.
I'll look that up. But
Okay.
no, because I keep. You know what? It's actually really kind of embarrassing. I always flip flop Easter and the Oscars every year.
Really?
And anybody listening is completely free to judge me on that.
When are the Oscars? Okay, so Oscars are Academy Awards.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I know nothing about this. I'm clueless, but I thought it was a completely different thing. When are the Oscars?
That's why they always say I'd like to thank the Academy.
Yeah.
It's all the different. It's all the
February 28th, 2016.
Oh no, I screwed not Easter.
Easter.
I screw up Lent, and I meant Lent.
Okay.
Sorry, I just completely disregard everything I said. This is our first show, people.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry.
We're having fun. Who
yeah.
cares?
Let me continue. So, like you asked before, The Revenant. What's going on with The Revenant? That movie was amazing. Like I said, I'm a huge movie buff. And just from the second it started, like the cinematography alone was insane. Like, and like if I like, and I don't want to be like too judgmental, but like Mad Max Fury Road is up for an Academy Award, and obviously like great movie. It wouldn't be nominated if it wasn't, but I feel like that's a movie that you can only enjoy on the big screen.
What, Mad Max?
Yeah.
I saw Mad Max, and I feel like, me personally, I know it's an amazing movie, but I would just never sit down and, like, watch it again for myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, it does have great content, but to me, like, I just think the Revenant has, like, when I left the theater after it, it, like, haunted me. Like, the rest of the day, I still think about it, like, now. I'm acting like this.
Are you going to tear up? Are you okay? Should we stop this?
I'm acting like I had a relationship with the Revenant or something. No, but,
and this was based on a true story, right? The Revenant?
An incredible true story. There are a few, as far as the facts go, most of them are true, but instead of it being in the movie, it's in the winter. In real life, it was the summer, and there was also something. I think the territory they were in was different. But anyway, like I looked to see, I was double checking, just how many awards The Revenant is being put up for, and it has Best Picture, Best Actor, Supporting Actor, Director, Cinematography, Production Design, Costume, Editing, Visual Effects, and that's not even, like, basically the only thing that it's not being nominated for is, Best Foreign Film and Animated. Like, those are honestly the two. But like I said, it totally deserves it. Just when you watch this, like, Leo DiCaprio and Tom Hardy, the actors put aside, like, just when you look at the costume and the makeup, like, you're convinced that all of this happened, like, as it was being filmed, and it just
that's when you know it's like a really good movie, because you feel like you're in it, like.
And they did the coolest landscapes, because like from one minute you'd have like the point of view of the characters, the next minute like you'd get that weird, because the whole time they're in danger of being watched by what's it called? They're being in danger of being watched by, like, enemy Indians and Native Americans, but so like you really get that feeling. So anyway, that's me in big support of the Oscars and Leonardo DiCaprio. I swear this is his year. I really, quote me on this. This is his year. But let's move on to the controversy.
Okay, my favorite part. So you were just describing The Revenant for me before we were talking about Concussion.
Yes.
And you said that you didn't see Concussion, but you knew what it was about. And, like, what were your thoughts about Concussion?
Immediately seeing the trailer, this was before any controversy, anything like that came out. I saw the first trailer in the theaters, and I just thought, I thought dull. Like, even it's one of those basic inspiring stories that we've seen over and over again. Like, guy from a rough past in a different country comes and does all this brings all this change, has to fight adversity, but his heart's in the right place and he's doing the right thing, and we cheer for him. There's a bit of conflict, but in the end he triumphs.
Okay, so that was Concussion. So Concussion to me is pretty much what started this whole drama about the Oscars. obviously Will Smith is the main character in Concussion. I know nothing about Concussion. I didn't know it was about football or concussions, but Will Smith was not nominated for Concussion for anything. So because of that, Jada Pinkett Smith,
Mhm.
she made a video stating that she was going to boycott the Oscars and that the Oscars have a lack of diversity. So a lot of people said that she only said that because Will Smith didn't get nominated. So what do you think about that? Do you think she would have said anything if Will got nominated?
Had it not been this, had it not, sorry, the computer freaked out for a
We
second.
couldn't see ourselves.
Sorry. Had it not been, obviously this year has been very big in controversy over race, just
Mhm.
race in general, you know, in all aspects of American life and society. I would say she would be very upset about her husband not getting it, but I don't think that she would turn it. I think she would turn it into everybody hates Will Smith,
Mhm.
not everybody, you know, hates blacks or whatever,
Yeah.
you know?
Definitely. And with that being said, too, even before Jada spoke out about this, you know Straight Outta Compton, right? Did you see Straight Outta Compton?
Yes.
Great movie, loved it. So the only thing that they got nominated for was best screenplay, I think, and the whole controversy was that the writer of it was white, and that like all the actors, the whole story, it was all about like
Yeah.
African American people, whatever. So Ice Cube responded to that, and he said, you know, I'm not surprised. Like all that matters is just the audience, what they thought about it. He knew it was a good movie, but they didn't get nominated. So that was the beginning of the controversy, and then Jada came out, and then a whole different aspect. I don't know her name, her actual name, but Aunt Viv.
I can't get it. I used to know her name, but now it's just only Aunt Viv.
We'll just call her Aunt Viv. But I haven't heard anything about Aunt Viv in a while, and all of a sudden Jada makes this video, and
I didn't know she was still alive. Aunt Viv. Like honestly.
yeah, well, there's two Aunt Vivs.
Yeah.
So this is the
Let's not
second,
get into that.
Yeah. So she responded to Jada's video and said that there's way more other things that they have to worry about in the black community, and she's focused on Hollywood. And I think she said something along the lines that Hollywood is the one that like supports all that stuff, and like her husband, like they would be nowhere with them, something like that.
Yeah.
So that completely was a different point of view. Like there's Jada's side, like they feel that there's not a lot of diversity, and then Aunt Viv, sorry, came out and said that. And then another thing following that, you know who Stacey Dash is?
Mm-hmm. But
Okay.
I didn't hear the news behind it though.
Yeah, well, let me tell you. So Stacey Dash is a contributor now on Fox News, and she came out and said that she didn't agree with Jada's video and point of view, and she said that they should do away with like BET, Black Entertainment Television, and that they should do away with like Black History Month too, because it's now February, so there's an important topic to discuss. I'm stuttering, sorry. So she said that, you know, that's like not promoting diversity either, because they're still segregated like that.
Yeah.
Like having Black Entertainment Television and Black History Month, like that's still segregating people. Like that's her point of view. So she had a lot of backlash for that. But
Yeah.
what do you think about that? Like, do you think she's right in some way, or?
I think we've. This is just you asking me, the 20-year-old sitting here right now. You know that. I honestly think, in regards to that, I think BET we could do away with.
Definitely.
Like, and that's really where I see the segregation is BET.
Mhm.
Like, I think, but I'm not even just saying like it's only BET. Like, I think I do agree that there are a lot of, you know, just all parts of broadcast and, you know, film and TV that is very, you know, whitewashed, and I really think that it's about time that we seriously just start, you know, mixing the two of them. Like shows like Blackish have been great. You know, those are huge now. Also, but like look at like Shonda Rhimes shows. Her like Grey's Anatomy and How to Get Away with Murder. Huge. There's so much diversity in that. Like I think we really need to start just promoting stuff like that.
Definitely.
But in regards to Black History Month, I don't think we should do away with that.
Yeah, that I didn't really agree with, but that was like a little much. But I do like see her point, you know what I mean? Like that, and then people were saying that no, like that appreciates it, and she was like, no, like if we had a White History Month, like something like that, and I was like, I don't know, that's kind of weird, but I do agree with her point and what she was trying to say, but there's a lot of different viewpoints with that. And something else I have to say too. Let's see. Oh yeah, so following that again with the Oscars, I'm a Twitter junkie, so I'm always on Twitter. I see everything. Do you have a Twitter, Kayla?
I just recently got one.
Okay. Follow me.
Oh, I will. I definitely will.
I'm trying to be Twitter famous. Just kidding. But anyway, so following all this controversy, the hashtag #OscarsSoWhite happened. So I thought it was pretty cool because like so many people were active about this issue and like saying things about it. So it really brought attention to the issue. Like even if a lot of people didn't agree with Jada's video and Aunt Viv's video and like what Stacey Dash said, it still started conversation, and and they did research about like the Oscars, and it did actually come out that like 80% is like white male who does that. So it's a pretty cool topic. And just the fact that it started conversation and it was all over Twitter, people are thinking about it, talking about it. So it's definitely something to look for in the future about diversity, and we'll see what happens with this year's Oscars.
And just adding on to that real fast, it's just like we said before, how Aunt Viv said, Hollywood is. I know. I wish I knew.
Sorry, Aunt Viv. I'll learn your name.
And how she said like Hollywood is the last place that there, like the town of Hollywood would be the last place that there would, like racism would probably really be an issue. I think that even though like you agree with it, disagree with Oscars So White, it's true. This honestly is a great place to have this discussion because it is so free thinking, so liberal, and it's not based on like this is gonna sound, it's not based on civil rights, it's not based on stuff like injustice, if you believe it is unjust, like that is a point, but it's not life threatening type thing,
Exactly.
I think that this is the the safest and the and obviously and a very talked, like the most broadcasted issue. Like
Definitely.
I think that even though if you might not agree with it, but I think it's a good discussion to be having.
Definitely. That's what I was saying. Like, even if you didn't agree with it, it's still being talked about. And then they're making plans by 2020 to make the Academy more diverse.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's excellent, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think a couple of other celebrities were thinking about boycotting, like Spike Lee. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about them boycotting. I don't know if that really makes a difference.
And like Aunt Viv said, she also said boycotting is probably not the wisest thing to do in Hollywood.
Exactly.
It's all about networking. It's all about like schmoozing. And,
exactly. And I kind of feel if they want to make a difference, they would go there. I'm sure the 80% like white male Academy does not care if that
they're already on top. Like
exactly. So I think by them going, like that would show that they're strong and like
Yeah, you're right. I think that would. I didn't even think of it that way. You're right. That would show like. But we're gonna be here, and we're gonna respect the industry anyway, and show that we can be mature.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like we still didn't get nominated, but we're gonna go anyways because like
professional. It's a professional thing to do.
Exactly. So that's pretty much all I have to say about the drama surrounding the Oscars.
So obviously my issues were a bit more controversial than yours.
Definitely.
I keyed.
Yeah, I'll always keep you guys updated with tweets and social media stuff because I'm addicted. It's a real problem.
What's your Twitter name account
It's
thing?
at Brandy Jamie. If you want to follow me. And I'm on Snapchat too. So next week, like, we can definitely put this on Snapchat. Like, we can get Snapchat famous.
Yeah. Well,
if you're about that life.
I'm about that life.
We'll make a Snapchat and a Twitter with our clever VCast name.
So you have all of that to look forward to. And thank you for listening to our first VCast.
Woo!
Everybody have a great week.
Mm-hmm.
Stay safe.
And watch the Oscars.
All right. So this is Kayla Coughlin signing off.
And this is Brandy Gonzalez signing off.
Bye-bye.